The race has started.
It's already so wacky.
Yeah.
So yeah, the goal is going to be to do level A3 and B1. Which is... I think there's like 10 levels in this game, I think.
There's...
Yes.
Yeah, 10.
Yeah, I believe 10. I think the fourth
10.
world has 4 levels, and all the rest of them have 3.
Yeah, there's A1, A3, B1 through B3, and C1 through C4.
C1 through C4, yeah.
So a very explosive last level.
Yes.
Oh, I see what
C4,
you
I
did
get
there.
it.
So you play as Muttley.
Oh, shit.
Right, this doesn't... Yeah, if you're used to Wacky Races, the cartoon, you know there's actual racing that goes on. That's sort of the point of it. But in this game, they decided they didn't want any of that. They're just going to focus on Muttley and let Muttley go around accomplishing various tasks, destroying the other racers.
Got it.
Chucking
with
bombs,
his
mostly.
Chucking bombs
Yeah.
at him, barking at him.
And
Yeah.
So, some stuff about the game mechanics. This is, as far as the platforming aspect of it goes, it's pretty straightforward. They have, there's 4 items that you can have. You see at the bottom that there's 4 little tiles. Every time you pick up a bone, you'll see these bones scattered throughout the level. That counter at the bottom will advance through that list of 4 items. And at any point in time, you can press the select key to purchase the item. Well, it's sort of like purchasing. You spend your bone money on it. And you get whatever item is selected. They've already got, you see this first and the third boxes are already blanked out. They already have the bombs and the wings. So the bombs you'll see is the weapon they're going to be using through much of this. And the wings, it works sort of like the raccoon suit in Mario 3. As you're falling, you can just mash the A button and it will... it'll let you float a little bit, so you'll see Muttley doing that every now and then. The heart that you see, the 4th item in that list, the heart will increase your maximum health up to 6 hearts, and regardless of how many hearts you have, it'll refill your health, and so that's why you'll see these players using that at some point or another, maybe during the boss. But the idea is you come into the boss with enough bones that you can use the heart there.
Yep, it actually requires kind of routing the stage around the bones because some of them are kind of out of the way, some of them are right in your way, and
Right, and you can't go
Wanna show
back
it
in
to
the
the
item
boss.
counter.
Yeah, exactly.
So if you've gone past it, you gotta collect, 4 more
Right,
bones
that's
to get
just
back
it.
there.
I went the wrong way. Oh well. Hit, move on.
And then the other thing that you'll see is the bark. You'll see the second item in that item list there is a barking dog, and that is a different kind of projectile. It's mutually exclusive with the bombs. If you were to purchase that, you would lose the bombs and have to purchase the bombs back later. And that projectile, it just goes straight ahead. It's just like a gun projectile, but it doesn't have any kind of explosion damage like the bomb has, so it's a little bit of a different thing trying to fight the bosses with that. But we've determined that everything in this game is super laggy, especially the bombs, so you might see the bark power-up used just to reduce lag, perhaps.
it's definitely harder to work with
It
than
is,
the bombs.
yes.
Well, the most important aspect of running this game, though, however, is the lag.
Yeah.
Because every single enemy in this game causes a certain amount of lag. Some enemies cause a lot of more lag than other enemies. For example, in the second goal, there's an enemy, a cockroach. The cockroach causes enormous amounts of lag if they're on screen. So your goal is to immediately kill them as fast as possible.
Right.
Yep.
So a lot of our routes depend on that. For example, at the very start of this goal, I'm trying to kill as many enemies as possible. I could skip almost half of these enemies, but I'm still killing them because it reduces lag.
Yeah.
yeah, you just saw my get lag spike there.
Yeah,
Like,
take a look
enemies
at-
on the screen at the top.
Right. Cards has got the lag counter up. If you look at Cards' screen in the upper left, you'll see that number, that 950, that green number that keeps going up constantly. That is the lag counter.
Yeah, this game is like Kirby's Adventure in that way. That, actually, in this game, I won't say it's like Kirby's Adventure, because Kirby's Adventure lags when you meet one of 2 conditions. Either you avoid enemies, or you fight enemies.
I see.
Whereas this game, it seems like if you take the enemies out of the equation,
There you go. Good start. Good start to Peter Perfect over here.
can get.
Wow, that was
Also
an
worth
awesome
to
fight.
mention that what happens is when enemies get scrolled off screen, they're still in the memory for a bit, so even if you scroll someone off screen, you can still lag their game, especially if they run after you off screen.
Yep.
415. Okay, I will gladly take that. That is my PB.
There you go. Cards gets a
Nice.
excellent run in there already. 4:15. We're looking at the maybe just a little above 4 minutes range for what the best times are going to be. So we already got a run that's in there. Yeah. So this goal has two levels, and each level has got a boss at the end. And you'll see two of the guys right now are fighting the first boss. We're pretty sure that his pattern is consistent.
It is.
I believe
Yeah.
so, yeah.
It is
So-
very
Pretty sure that everything in this game
Everything
is
is.
consistent.
Okay, good.
well, initially consistent, though sometimes
Why did I
change
do
or
it like that?
they do.
Well,
depending
as
on-
mentioned, the lag can be a bit random sometimes, so that's like the one bit that's not always the same.
Yeah, because you'll occasionally, because sometimes an enemy will follow you and sometimes they won't. And if they start following you, then
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
not a whole lot you can do.
Yeah.
Hope my mashing isn't too loud.
I like to hear the
I've been
sound of
watching
mashing. It's fine.
Lage's stream this week, so you're nowhere near what he gets on his.
No, it's a nice sound. I mean, someone is working hard. I like to hear the mashing
Yeah.
sound.
Oh my god, what did I do?
I don't know what to do here. Alright.
No.
I think there's even spots in the game, at least what I'm doing is sometimes I'll take a hit just to kill an enemy to make sure he's dead, because otherwise you'd lag my game so hard, and taking the hit is actually worth it. My bone count is off. What did I do? Also, hashtag bone money.
Bone money. Indeed, indeed.
Alright, there we go. That's how I usually do that section.
These gorillas in the first level are real jerks. They're placed just so that their projectile perfectly covers everywhere you'd want to stand.
Yep.
I don't like the black swoopy birds in the second level. Those are
Oh, they
my
suck
least
too.
favorite enemy.
Oh my god.
Okay, so I have a question about this
Let's do
game.
this right this time.
All right.
We've seen Wacky races on before. We know this game. My question is, when are we gonna see Go Go America?
Coco America.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Wikipedia that
Right.
now because I need to.
Yeah.
It's the last set of levels.
Oh,
We
Oh,
had it on
right.
before.
Okay, yeah.
We did A1 and 2.
Right. We haven't seen. Yeah, we're not.
We're doing.
We see a bit of
Backlog.
stage C, right? Or we see
Yeah,
C1.
we'll play
I think?
C1 the second
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah.
which is the underwater one? Is it B2?
Yeah, it's the one that's missing from the ones that we've had.
28. I will
Yeah,
take
you
that.
don't wanna do
I believe
that
that's
one.
actually my PB. Well, that's pretty cool. Oh, all those windows. Holy cow.
Keep forgetting about that goddamn mosquito. Keep knocking me in the water.
And I somehow managed to put the rear
Get
door
over
down.
here, then.
That's neat.
Oh, there it is. Emptyeye is demonstrating the water level for us.
Oh, there it
Yes.
is. Yep.
Pretty
There it is.
interesting controls. First of all, instead of sinking, it
No!
floats upwards slowly,
Yep.
and he cannot move in diagonals at all.
Mhm.
It's
Nope,
straight.
he cannot.
Yeah, it is. The swimming is really weird.
Yeah, I was messing around with most of the rest of this game at some point. Like when I was getting bored of practicing, I was like, I'm just gonna play these other levels and see what they're like. And yeah.
So yeah, the
That might have been a good idea for me, but when I got bored of practicing, I just got sucked into this Gaia 4 for about 4 hours.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
you guys, someone should run this game. Really.
I'm
rare
really
is
paranoid about this game though, because the task does not do lag reduction strats, because for some reason the task does not lag at any point in the game. Which is odd,
I
because
wonder if it's
they
using
don't do
a
strats.
different emulator version or
Yeah,
something.
is it using an older emulator maybe?
The TAS is using the Japanese version.
Oh, that
Okay.
could be. Maybe that's not
I don't
lag on
know if
Japanese.
that's much to do with it. But it is.
Is there lag in the speed run? Because I was using the Japanese version too.
What was it?
There's
check that out.
well, some of them.
Well, the one I watched was.
Well, yeah, one of the ones I linked, I think one was the US version, one was Japanese version, and I don't
Yeah.
know the third
Oh.
one.
Oh, really? missed that bomb throw.
The first time I saw this was during the Best of Nest marathon. I think it was one of the first few games. And because the person who was running it, I've forgotten the name now, but they were one of the first people to go up, so they were super nervous. The run started out absolutely terribly. And they got super self-conscious, and I was like, oh no. But then he ended up restarting, and then he just laid out an amazing run afterwards, and like still met his estimate and everything.
Oh, very cool.
Wow.
I think I know where I'm losing all this time. I'm not doing very good lag reduction strats on the second
That
level.
might be funny. No, that's not fine.
Lag reduction on the second level is tricky because you pretty much need to use the bow to do it right, because that's the only thing that you can hit the mold with reliably.
Okay, yeah. Does that go for the whales as well in the second section?
Whales
of the level?
are invincible. They're
just
assholes.
invincible. Okay.
They're just invincible. They're invincible assholes.
Okay.
They're also assholes, yeah.
They're also invincible.
Yes.
That's what I heard.
Yeah. Going over that.
And they're
The whales.
assholes.
Yeah.
Too. Forget about them.
Ooh,
Going the wrong way
almost
again.
felt my doom there.
I'm just gonna reset that.
Was not watching my health on that one.
All right.
Always good.
I actually find it rather tricky watching health in this game, because for some reason I always
Yeah,
forget
it really
what it
is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ah,
I'm just gonna reset that. I got a time. I'm happy, and it's actually for me. That's a
why
pretty good
did I
time.
forget to throw that one?
'Cause I didn't actually practice this goal until I think last
Oh my
night.
god, I
Yeah, same.
think. Oh, that was such a bad face.
So the second boss of this goal is easily much harder than the first one.
Oh yeah.
I have more trouble on the first one, actually.
Really?
Really.
I find that surprising.
Oh my god, how bad was that boss fight?
I absolutely hate the second boss. The
Second-
bombs are so slow that, like, if
Yeah,
Does,
fir-
like, the-
he
in the
takes
second
me a bit
phase.
longer, but he doesn't kill me as quickly. So
I guess.
Okay. Yeah.
that's kind of what I.
Yeah, if survivability is your concern,
Yeah.
I guess I could see that.
Yeah, I definitely make sure with my bones that I can heal at Peter Perfect. I don't necessarily worry about that for the Chuck Wagon.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, I just could never really get his pattern down in my head good. So
I think I got it now, but it took me like a little bit of practice this morning to figure it out.
Yeah, I was practicing earlier this afternoon, and I'm still not 100% sure. Like, if I do it enough times, I'll get it eventually, but we, we may not have that kind of time.
and
All right. This game has awesome music, so I'm gonna try to find the soundtrack for it.
Music is pretty good. It's
Yeah.
a good game. Like, for a licensed game, it's pretty good. For a not licensed game, it's actually pretty good.
Yes, I do recommend this game. Completely unironically, I recommend playing this game.
It's a little on the
And if
easy
the
side.
Japanese doesn't have lag, play that version.
I'm not sure if that's true, but if so, then that would be a good one.
But you'll miss the story.
Just learn
The
Japanese.
story of how Dick Dastardly always ends up in last place? No thanks.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I've seen that story before.
And
Well, I almost
in
got his
Go-Go
pattern
America,
down.
he actually just gets captured. Just straight up gets captured by desperados. And so, like, the third level is like a western. And I
Oh
was
my
like, oh,
God.
this is where the desperados will be. But then there's
No.
a level after that that is completely different and has nothing to do with desperados.
Yep. There are no
And then you
desperados.
fight Desperados,
in this
Yeah.
game.
Then you fight one of the wacky racers and free him somehow. No, you get captured.
no, you don't.
you get
free
caught,
him, you get
too.
captured.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get caught too. Yeah,
Here.
pretty great actually.
I'm also taking a really weird route on the first stage. Usually you can just fly over the over a specific section right at the start, but I actually go the lower route because there's 2 enemies there and I want to kill those for lag reduction.
Yeah.
Which is completely counterintuitive.
Yeah, and also walking is faster than floating. Too.
I don't think so, actually. Because
I think it's the same speed.
Really?
Yeah.
It sometimes flutters randomly.
But
I will say that walking feels faster, but from my experience with Metroid 2, I know that feeling faster and being faster are not necessarily the same thing, so...
Oh man, I'm going back and forth on this now.
Specifically.
Huh.
Why
I
did I
dig
make
into
that
the
throw?
memory, figure out what your positional values are.
I mean, you could do it just
see
with
what happens.
regular frame advance testing. You don't need to necessarily look at the memory, but...
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that the Japanese TAS uses Flutter in random situations sometimes, so it at least on Japanese it's probably the same speed, but maybe it lags on here, so I don't know.
I noticed
I
it did
think
not...
somebody tested it and they found out it didn't lag.
It does not specifically
lag.
lag. I found that out.
Have you tested if it lags in combination with other stuff?
I'm not sure about. Ah.
Yeah, that's kind of
Oh,
the
you
thing
know
with this
what?
game.
Okay.
A lot
I'm
of
gonna
a lot of
actually-
things don't lag by themselves, even Muttley. But when you start putting them together, it starts going a little crazy.
So if I submit a run that turns out to be slightly slower, what happens?
You lose. You go
take
back
a
to the
bet.
slower time. No, not really.
It's Price is Right rules, actually. So,
Oh, okay, so closest without going over?
yeah.
Sure.
Alright, I'm just gonna submit this.
Yes,
anyway.
definitely do it. If you think there's any chance of it, definitely do it.
Oh my god! Jam-chan.
Why did I make that throw? Am I ever gonna get off
Alright.
this first screen?
Start. Let's go. What? Okay, that was weird. Let's try that again. Like, I hit R to restart, it worked fine, and then Muttley just did not go when I held the right button. That was weird.
I have so many resets on the first part of the stage, because I want to get that damage boost onto the ledge.
Yeah, that is.
Uh,
It feels so good when you get that too.
I get that like 80% of the time. That's not too hard for me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same, but
Yeah, it's
you're
like
kind of salty at the 20% it doesn't work.
I'm at
Yeah.
about 50% right now because I just haven't practiced it all that much. But once you figure out where to jump, then it's like, oh yeah.
That's a
Still don't
that's
get
a
it
lot
sometimes.
of that's a lot of the routing to this run. I think just figuring out all the visual cues, where
Yeah.
to jump, where to throw a bomb, where to
Yep.
to park, where to.
What
Everything.
am I doing?
Emptyeye, that last run you submitted was 14 frames slower.
I don't know.
Oh,
Aw.
sorry, you lost 14 frames.
Sad face.
Oh, no. I don't know about this one.
Alright, so the scoreboard is still up to date, I guess. And 4:15 is the time to beat Cards of the Heart with a healthy lead over everybody on a run that he got right at the very start, right? On his
That's usually how it happens with me.
First.
I get one good run at the very beginning, and then the rest of them are kind of meh.
they go downhill from there.
Well,
Oh, you
that's
got-
all if you have one good run, that's okay. You don't need any more.
Yeah,
than that.
Right.
that's all you
Yeah,
need.
that's all you really need.
But yeah, you got 11 minutes left to go, so some time still to beat that.
Oh, freaking hell.
11 minutes only, holy. I thought we had,
Yeah, it doesn't
had
feel like
like
we've been playing this for
20
20
minutes
minutes
or
already.
something.
Yeah, it doesn't the time just fly by.
Yeah.
I might have to restart my script because every time I try to split, it wants to unsplit.
Wants to unsplit.
Hmm?
Huh.
The final unsplit? I don't know.
Maybe there's a key binding issue.
Yeah, you're probably binding backspace key to something.
Well, I do that. I do that naturally, but I'll probably just remove it.
You use joy to key or something like that?
Yeah.
Yep, we've run into that problem before. I could also send you a version of the script that uses different keys, but...
Not a big deal. I'll I'll find a way to get it submitted if it's any good. Which this has a chance. Not for huge improvement, but should be something.
Something to keep the wolves at bay.
I am up here, baby. Mrs. Emptyeye's home, and she's trying to talk to some.
Thought you were talking to me.
Oh, feasel, baby.
Be right out.
Although you're in a wacky race.
Yeah. Oh, I am low on health.
Oh, the lag. No. I also like how in the middle of the forest there's this desert sort of ruins that doesn't really fit into anything.
Yeah, it's like they
Yeah.
did this. They accidentally coded that one at the end of this stage instead of the end of the last stage where it would have fit.
Alright, this is a good start. Oh, I collected too many bones, damn it. Oh well.
I'm wacky racing.
My theory is that when they made this game, they just sort of like made a pool of levels and like, yeah, let's just make some levels. And then at the end, they were like, how can we fit these levels together?
Right.
And then that's how they made the stages.
Come on. Ah, yeah, that was not.
Well,
gonna
this is
work.
supposed to be like
For you.
all the places on the
Yeah,
earth,
I
but
really,
it's like
I really screwed this pooch.
That's too bad. That was a good run going, but yeah, that boss fight didn't come together.
Alright, I'm really gonna have to.
I'm just not getting around right now. Failing on so little banal stuff.
yeah. For me, it's usually I forgot to do health management again.
Let's just get rid of
Yes.
this.
Oh, really?
Only 8 minutes left.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Okay, shot the bomb the right way.
Alright. Should be fixed now.
Okay, cool.
Oh, the lag, I'm so bad.
That was a really bad throw. Oh, that jump's really hard to make, so... no. No crying over spilt milk over that one.
That was not great, but good enough for now.
What?
So this boss, and all the bosses will have cycles. They'll appear and then disappear. Now, do they disappear after a certain number of hits, or is it a certain?
Should be
Yeah.
8 hits for each phase.
Okay, so it's definitely the
It's a
number of
certain
hits
number
that
of
fix
hits,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god. Such a good run too.
It's a certain. It's. I feel like it's 8, except for on one of them where it's like 10 for some reason.
Well, I know
I don't know,
it's definitely 8 for the Red Baron. I think it's
Yeah.
8 for Penelope.
8 for Penelope.
Or it's so hard to for me to count hits there because I always try to make her flash invulnerability, so it really is hard to count.
Yeah.
I never count hints on anything. I wouldn't have even known that the moon, the bosses have 5 hits if no one told me.
Yeah, I haven't bothered counting. It's like hit them until they die, and then I'll.
Yeah. A solid way to go about it.
There we go. Oof. I was gonna get hit by the snake.
Oh my.
Don't shoot at me. Octopus. Whatever you are. Squid thing. Oh, I want that.
Oh, I missed that one. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. Get over there.
We got about 5 minutes left on the clock.
Why am I stopping all the time?
Okay, 3 hits is gonna make this second phase interesting. Oops. Oh no. 2 hits is really gonna make this second phase interesting. I've lost so much time. Can't even bother with that one.
Yeah, you lose a couple seconds with each miss on these boss fights. It's pretty brutal.
Yeah.
You can only ever have one attack on the screen at once, which
Yeah.
makes it really
Yeah,
dumb.
that's the hard part. So if you miss, it just throws your timing off for everything.
Right, you're
Or
just
at
sitting
least
there
that's what I found.
watching that bomb explode, thinking of the frames you're losing.
Yeah.
The
And
worst thing is if you
like I
throw it
said,
off
for
an
me,
edge.
it just throws off my timing, and I just refuse to acknowledge it, and so I miss not only that bomb, but like the next 3 bombs I throw after it. Well,
Which you really feel on the boss fight I'm on right now, because if you don't have its pattern memorized, good
Yep.
luck.
oh yeah. Even if you do, good luck.
Because if you're like a frame off on his second one, then
Yep.
Have you guys seen the task strat for that boss?
I have not.
He basically just tanks hit and switches between bugs and bombs.
Yeah,
and just
that's what I
absolutely
started
demolishes
doing.
it.
Jeez.
there we go.
He like runs around in front of where he's gonna go and then barks at him, and then around somewhere around the middle he just switches to bombs and then hits him through the ceiling.
Yeah, I noticed you can hit him through the ceiling. I'm not sure how practical it really is. But
I don't think it's the
That's what I
entire
try to
ceiling.
do.
It has to be on like the corner or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
freaking hell, okay. If I can get that bone before the second phase.
Okay, at least I got
message.
a run in. I did not get a DNF, so.
It's so slow. Oh my goodness.
Oh jeez, what am I doing?
There's this one snake, if you don't get it, you're in for a world of lag. At least 1 second of
Yeah.
lag, probably.
That's like half the enemies in this game.
Yeah, that's the thing, is you mentioned the cockroaches. They are far from the only one, though.
Like the moles. The moles are the bane of my existence because unless if
Yep.
you happen to be in a good bone position to get the bark, they are
Oh,
just
that's
going
not
to.
correct. Good job, me.
Yeah, whatever.
I think cockroaches are still the worst ones though, so because even if you kill cockroaches, as soon as they appear, you still get a shit ton of lag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for those of you who just missed it, I decided you're not the boss of me, SGL, and decided to go to level C after I was done with A3.
So I'm looking at Atlas, which is the publisher slash developer of this, and what other games that they've done. And it includes Friday the 13th and The Karate Kid.
Really?
Yup, and Rockin' Cats.
Rockin' Cats I knew.
You should have played Rockin' Cats. Because it has cats.
And this is the same Atlas that does like Shin Megami.
That does
Yes.
Persona and
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it is the same Atlas. The very same. It's very interesting to see like what they did in the NES era versus kind of what they're known for now.
Yeah, it looks like they've got a lot of Game Boy Advance games and a lot of DS games. A ton of them. Ton of DS games.
Well, American Atlas also will just buy up other licenses from other Japanese produced words. They'll buy up other Japanese companies' games and localize them too. So that's a lot of what they do. But the Persona games, that is pure Atlas. So is Etrian Odyssey.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I like those.
Yeah, I need to come up with a better.
They also published the first Disgaea game.
Well, they localized it. That's actually Nippon Ichi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is now
Yeah,
its own,
Nippon Ichi developed it,
American.
Atlas published it.
Getting close to the wire here. 5 more seconds.
Oh, I skipped a bone. This is
Okay.
Atlas actually has
This is now your last chance to reset, by the way. This is the end of the timer.
No, geez, yeah.
Okay.
The reset.
Reset over. So now everyone is stuck with the runs they've got. We're in sudden death mode.
You say as I mess up a flutter and fall to my death.
Well, too bad.
And I'll take this opportunity to quickly run to the bathroom then.
Right.
I found it a
Extra
little
bones I
difficult.
can deal with. Skipping bones are pretty much the end of the run.
To throw bombs while fluttering.
Oh,
without
that's
losing height.
all right.
Can you do that?
Yeah, you
Sure,
totally
that-
can.
Oh yeah, because you don't have to hit the A button too fast to be able to flutter, right? It's only maybe twice per second.
You guys and your power-up routing.
I'm not even using those power-ups.
Hashtag YOLO swag overload.
360 no
Hashtag last
bones.
place. Yeah, hashtag last place.
I've only gotten past the first boss in like 3 runs, so it's not looking too good.
Isn't bonus
I know I had a god
skateboarding-
run that died on the very first whale because I forgot he was there.
My first run, I died on the very last whale because I forgot he was there. I was like, well, that's cool. It's 3.5 minutes down the drain, or however long it was. Okay.
Alright, we got a couple guys walking into the first boss here. 2 guys walking into the first boss.
There we go. I'll take
Oh, this
that.
has to be absolutely perfect now. But even then I don't think it's a record.
I think I'll be a little conservative with this just to make sure I can get this through. Alright, okay.
Alright, Raziel's got his boss fight.
Oh, even perfect is not gonna do it. What? How did I miss that? Yeah, 419.
Ooh. Improved his PB, but not quite enough. So close,
It's so
though,
bad
too.
stages and so bad boss fights.
I'm sure you could find 4 seconds worth of things that you wish you had done differently. Huh?
Oh, I can find like 7 seconds worth of things that I did wrong.
Oh, of course.
Oh, that's too bad. Well, second place is pretty good, but we'll see. Cards. Well, I mean, Cards of the Heart can't get any better, but Emptyeye could be knocking on your door soon.
I tried to go for the on-the-fly bow wow strats for the gophers or moles or whatever they are. It did not work, so
No.
not really holding out high hope here, but we'll see. Whale, what's up?
There we go. Alright, I think the only thing I have left to screw up in my run is Peter Perfect, so we'll see how that goes.
Nice.
Computer Perfect is the one who takes 10 hits for me, so, or 10 hits per phase.
I did miss 1 hit. Oh well.
Missed
That's pretty
one.
mean considering he's probably the hardest boss to hit.
Actually, it looked
Yeah.
like 2 hits you missed.
That's probably it. Alright, this second phase is so butt.
So, but indeed, it is.
Ah, whatever. Oh well.
Oh, Emptyeye could be moving up, though. We'll see. Not quite.
Well, that's a better time, so.
Yep, improved his time.
Pretty
Not
close.
quite enough to pass Raziel, but very close. Great last run there.
Thank you. That was good. I'll take that. That's easily the best I've ever done on that.
Cool. All right, well, that's it. That's our first match here. Cards of the Heart takes this with 4:15. Raziel just 5 seconds behind him, 4:20. Emptyeye at 4:27, and Mikey at 5:08.
420.
Huh, it's funny because that's that number.
It's funny because we
got a tie.
Someone had to say it.
I'm pleased with myself.
You kids and your wacky races. All right, well, we're moving to our second match of the day. We've got DuckTales. DuckTales is the mystery game. These players have had 1 hour to practice it. They found out about this game, or that it was going to be this game, just an hour before the matches started. And they had 60 minutes of practice. So, unlike Wacky Races, which you just saw, where the players have had up to a week to work on it, DuckTales, you get to see what these players can do with the game that they haven't had a very long time to perfect the strats on. So this is really a exercise in speed routing. The goal they're going to be doing here is the moon stage, but it's going to be done differently. If you've seen a speed run of this game, you probably haven't actually seen the moon stage. You've seen someone walk in, get hit by an enemy, and then skip through the barricade that Gizmo Duck normally blows up for you, and that's called the moon skip, and it's what, you know, all the speedruns will be using. But these guys have to actually, they're required by this goal to actually go and collect all the items in this level. So you need a key, and then the remote, and then you have to get the hidden treasure is the third and final thing, and then you go fight the boss.
I'm an idiot who forgot to load the file. Let me reset this.
Okay.
Or no, I forgot to do the movie file. I'm bad.
Alright,
Try
let's
again here.
put this exciting Wacky Races music on hold and switch over to DuckTales.
Yeah. The people are the people. We gotta give the people what they want. People want moon music.
I don't know. I feel like you've offended Nadua and Dua with doing this glitchless, and I don't think that's quite the right person to offend with this game.
I know no movie file is recording now. Please. Let me. All right, record from now. Okay. Now, where's the script? Yes. Restart. And unpause. Hey, there we go. I'll clear my PBs there. All right.
Yeah, Dragon Dark has a point. We are spending most of this goal inside a UFO. So I don't know why this is called the moon.
Very little moon.
Yeah. Good point. The UFO is above the moon for whatever reason.
Haven't you seen Tengen Toppa?
Well, it's certainly not going to be inside the moon unless you buy into the conspiracy theories.
Hmm.
Well, according to Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, the moon is actually a giant mech. So...
Wait, it's
I
not
think
made of
I've
cheese?
heard that theory on some of the
blasphemy is
podcasts
this?
I listen to.
That's no moon.
Oh, yeah. Fully operational UFO. Okay, it looks like everyone's in the game now. Everyone's got their stuff running. I see 2 splits on everybody's screen. That's a good start. Yeah. You might prefer to have the splits up top, just because it's not going to be blocking stuff. It probably doesn't make much difference.
there's fucking more stuff over there.
Up top.
Well, yeah, it is blocking stuff up top, but not like you care what your score is.
My brain counters.
No, well, it's very important actually.
Very important. Well, if you had
Because
over a
of
million...
random strats.
I don't care that it says total on the top.
I'll do my FPS, so... Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
Hop around here.
All
All right.
right.
Squats.
I'm going to put 30 minutes up on the board here.
Good mornings. All right.
Are all 4 players ready to go?
I am good.
Well, I guess so.
Yes.
Sounds good. I heard no objections there. I'm going to count you guys in 3, 2, 1, go.